Had a prior order for joint custody?
No, they got that recently when she took him to court.
Did you ever have an order? Listen to me. Listen to my question before you put on your listening ears. Did you and Antoine ever have an order of joint custody?
No.
Right. I didn't think so. Go ahead.
So that's what the paper it stated, that she wanted full custody of the child.
Correct.
And so
Which she already
I
has.
helped him out by helping him fill out the paperwork, and then I wrote a statement stating, you know, what I had seen.
I read your statement.
Okay. And
I read your statement.
I went to
not
ask
smart.
her.
It's not smart for you to get involved. Let me tell you why it's not. Hey. What do you mean, yes, you know? It's not smart for you to get involved. It's not smart for your mother to get involved. Because if you plan on building your life with him, he's married to her for the next 16 years because they have a child together. So if he's a good father, he has to be married to her. They have to talk about the child's welfare, the child's education, the child's medical. And if you're going to be one of those people who is a caregiver to his child when his child comes to visit, you should not be at odds with the child's mother. That's smart. It's not smart for you to put yourself in a position where you're flexing your muscles so that she doesn't like you, which will make it difficult for him to see his child. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
That's just common sense. So you're supposed to stay out of it. Now, you can't do that because, I mean, how many children do you have?
I have 2.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Were you married to the father of your other 2 children?
No, I'm not.
Why in the world would you have another baby with him?
I'm in love with him, and we're going to get married, and that's part of our future
Love and
plan.
marriage go together like a horse and carriage. First you get married.
You're right.
Then you have children. You've already tried it the other way twice, and it didn't work. You too. In any event, there is a question in my mind that you vandalized her car. Not a question in my mind. All you need is opportunity, inclination, and motive. You had motive. There's no question about that. You went there. You were furious. Immediately upon your leaving, all of a sudden, her car gets a brick through the window and 4 slashed tires. And you had nothing to do with it.
She didn't see anything.
I see it.
Well,
I see it.
I'm sorry, you have
I see it.
You have that vision
I see
to see
it.
but I didn't do
I
it.
see it. Just like she saw your curtains, I see you slashing a tire.
April Felt says her ex-boyfriend's fiancée, Shanae Holland, vandalized her car. Shanae claims that her fiancé and April were having an affair.
Let me have an estimate, please.
And just like she didn't see my
Just be quiet.
That's what she did.
You've made some bad choices in your time, Antoine.
Yeah.
Don't make another one. Listen to me. Don't make another bad choice, Antoine.
Okay.
What kind of car is this?
A 2005 Suzuki Reno.
She broke the window. You have a lot of other repairs here.
She broke the window, and then there's a dent
I didn't
from the
break
brick.
nothing.
She broke the window, and there's a dent
With
from the
nails
brick.
on? With nails on? I broke it. I picked up a cinder block. I'm sorry, but I didn't do it.
No. You're not listening.
Whether
Don't
you
speak
did it
out
or whether
again.
your sister did it, I don't care.
There was other people. She sleeps with a lot of people. They probably did it. She
Listen
sleeps
to me.
with a lot of
Do you
other
think
men.
you're going to talk over me?
Okay, I understand.
Very good. Either you did it or your sister did it.
Or
but one
somebody
of you,
she slept with
no,
did it.
nobody.
She sleeps around.
Maybe somebody you slept.
Gets
Listen,
around.
how many children do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2?
Yes, I do.
You have 2? You had a third?
And I've been with him for the past 2 years. I haven't been with nobody else. I don't go in her house and sleep with her man.
Listen
no,
to
I don't
me.
need to do
Listen
that.
to
I'm
me.
a lot more classier than that.
What you just said is not English.
It is English. You understood
No,
it.
it is not English.
Okay.
It is not English.
Okay, Your Honor.
Instead of having children, I think you should go back to school.
Well, how do you know I'm not in school? I do.
Well,
go to
then
school.
you
I'm
should
a
learn
full-time
English.
Parent,
Then
and I
you
go to
should
school
learn.
full-time.
Then you should learn English.
Okay.
You have to know where you are. You're not in a parking lot anymore. You're in a courthouse.
I understand, Your
No,
Honor.
you don't. Evidently, you don't.
I do.
This is not a tea party. This is not a
No,
give and
it's
take
not.
between you and me.
I'm not trying
This
to.
is not a give and take between you and me.
I understand.
This is you tell your story, you tell your story, I make a decision, you don't like it, and you're too bad.
It sure is too bad for her
Judging
car.
for the plaintiff in the amount of
Get it fixed and
$3,600.
get it out of it. Look like trash.
Excuse, ma'am, just stay there.
Because she's just jealous that I have her ex.
Antoine still loves me, and she knows it.
And she wants him, but too bad she can't have him back. He doesn't want her.
He doesn't love her.
She wants my daughter's life.
She's history. She's old news.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Gingenbacher versus Gay, step forward.
Patricia Gingenbacher is suing her former friend, Kirk Gay, for selling a refrigerator that she was letting him borrow.
Ms. Gingenbacher, according to your complaint, your boyfriend loaned the defendant an old refrigerator of yours, and the defendant sold it. You want the value of the refrigerator.
Yes.
The defendant says that he was taking care of your boyfriend's dog and that he gave him this refrigerator and he said, do what you want to do with it. You want to sell it, and use it for dog food or whatever to take care of my dog. That's your defense.
That's correct.
When did you get custody of this refrigerator?
Probably about 2 days after I moved into my new apartment, which I believe was May 1st.
Of 2008. Where were you living on May 1st, 2008?
In Costa Mesa.
In what, an apartment, a house?
In an apartment.
Where did you get this refrigerator from?
My mother gave it to me when I initially moved into my apartment until I could afford a larger one on my own.
Your mother gave it to you when? Give me the year.
That would be December of 2007.
And where did she get the refrigerator from?
She purchased it at Lowe's.
When?
On January 13th of 2005.
And how much did she pay for it on January 13th, 2005?
She paid $171.32.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a project administrator in general construction.
Why are you here, is my question.
Why am I here?
Yeah, I want to know why you're here. Your mother purchased a refrigerator for $171. She no longer wanted the refrigerator. She gave it to you. So there was no value attached to the refrigerator that you paid. Refrigerator depreciates in value as soon as you buy it. So maybe now, by the time your boyfriend gave it to him, maybe it was worth $50. Maybe it was worth $50. Maybe. Now, you're suing him for $450, which is 3 times the amount as your mother paid for it in 2005. Which is ridiculous, because the one thing I can tell you, gold appreciates, diamonds appreciate sometimes. Never in the history of appliances does a refrigerator appreciate in value.
Precisely.
So I'm going to ask you again, why are you here?
Well, basically because I tried to do a favor for the defendant, and I never agreed to give it to him. It was a loan until he could get a refrigerator of his own, and then when I tried to get it back, I could not get it back.
So where do you get this figure of $450 from?
Well, originally we were going to go to small claims court, it was for missing a day of work and court fees and...
Fine. How much did you sell the refrigerator for?
$50.
$50.
After a day and a half of cleaning the fridge, it took me about 1.5 gallons of bleach to get the mold all out, day for it to dry after that. So, I mean, the $50 really, I think, is probably more so I was charging for my labor in the matter than what the fridge is worth. And my witness
after hearing this case, Your Honor, I may have to sue him for the $50.
Just a second. Sit. I don't want to hear you. I have better things to do with my time. You can have $10 for the refrigerator. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
You know, at the end of the day, I called the defendant's boyfriend to come pick the fridge up when I got my fridge the very next day after I cleaned it, and it never happened.
I really don't think I'll be lending people out items as generously as I have in the past.
No good deed goes unpunished.